Hi, welcome back. In previous lecture, we have clarified the definition of leadership. It is different from power and management and focuses on creating visions. Now you may be wondering, since leaders are so important, how to be effective leaders? We're going to talk about it in these two sections. Some researchers hold the argument that effective leaders are born, so it's necessary to find these born leaders. How to identify them? Let's just do a quick exercise. We all know BAT, which is short for Baidu, Alibaba, and Tencent. As the biggest IT companies in China, BAT are absolutely successful. So, in some extent, we can see leaders of BAT, Li Yanhong, Robin Li, Ma Yun, Jack Ma, Ma Huateng, Polly, are effective leaders. Here, let's think about what they have in common. First, we can see they are visionary. They are good at discovering opportunities in IT field and are able to make according strategies for the company. Second, they attach great importance to talents. Jack Ma has what we call the 18 R's. Pony has the entrepreneurship team, which incorporates high-quality talents from IT industry around the nation. And Robin Li also treasures and is willing to invest in talents. Third, it seems that they are very persistent. Whatever difficulties they meet, they never give up and insist to achieve their final goals. Figuring out what they have in common actually is an inductive method to find characteristics of successful leaders. This is what three theories of leadership did. Three theories propose that leaders are born. Leadership is inherent, so we could identify the leader based on his or her traits. Why was it? As what we learned in previous class, personality can predict individual behavior. Leadership actually is what leaders do, the behaviors of leaders. Then we may find there is a relationship between personal traits and leadership. This is the core assumption in trait theory. Leaders will have some social, physical, or intellectual traits which are different from non-leaders. Someone with a specific trait will be identified as leaders, such like a little bit more extroversion. For example, if someone is introverted, shy of talking with other people, he is less likely to help others to pursue the goals. So, extroversion may be very important for leaders. Leaders may also have other traits such like conscientious and openness to experience. So, those traits characteristics are good for organizations to select leaders. They can identify someone who has those kinds of traits and make them to be leaders. Another trait that may influence effective leadership is emotional intelligence. A core component of EI is empathy. Some researchers argue that empathetic leaders can sense their followers' needs, feelings, and reactions. Then they can effectively display and manage their emotions, as well as motivate them to work better. Interestingly, some dark side personality traits have also been found to affect the effectiveness of leadership, such as narcissism, overconfidence, hubris, etc. Sometimes they are indeed bad for leadership. For example, CEO overconfidence may give rise to negative outcomes, such as high-cost M&A, overinvestment, and worse company performance. However, empirical findings also demonstrate that under some conditions, CEO overconfidence will lead to more firms' innovation activities, diversify investment, and improve company performance. Although trait theory summarized some traits of leaders, but do they really predict effective leadership? Will someone who possesses these traits be an effective leader? Just take extroversion as an example. Previously, we talked about extroversion is very important for leaders, right? But you may also say that some successful leaders are actually a little bit introverted. To figure out whether leaders are born, Harvey et al. In 2007 explored the relationship between heritability and leadership by studying identical and fraternal twins. Preliminary evidence has shown that 30% of the variation in leadership style and emergence was accounted for by heritability. The remaining variation was attributed to differences in environmental factors, such as individuals having different role models and early opportunities for leadership development. Therefore, we can just say traits do better jobs in predicting the emergence of leaders and leadership than actually identifying effective leaders. Leaders are just 30% born. So, how to make effective leaders? We'll talk about it in the next section. Until then, bye!